tak akan pernah menyesal.
Halo, halo. Anybody in here? Mabur,
Apa
mabur.
apa
Apa ya?
Ini kena kabel ternyata, Cok. Kono suara aneh.
kau nak ngajak omong, cak ngomong ah.
Kan aku ngopi ya, Ismi. Apa ilah?
Terus
Ismi cerita lah.
apa?
Apa? Ya after masalah itu loh. Apa?
Oke.
Lar?
Ya,
Masalah Ilham.
terus
Kan dia kan enggak putus, dia bertahan kan.
longor.
Tolol. Nah, dia gue terlalu apa ya? Terlalu dalam di hubungan toksik. Kan ngerti gak sih? Lewong wis di hubungan toksik ngono kan pasti pelat.
Iya, paham.
Gak sadar saat orang itu metu.
Terus
Saya udah banyak anjir.
Terus aku les. Titik apa ya? Titik paling parah wingi diceritakno dhek. Dhek iku anu. Waktu aku nang Bangil. Terus
oke.
belanja kan. Belanja iki duwe 1.000 enggak duwe isem dhisik. Si
Terus?
Ilhame nambah rokok. Tanpa pemain nang isem kok dhek piro. Nah, isem sing ngerasa duwe mes 100 tok langsung ngomong nang kasire kan. Kasih tuh Mas. Apa gak ono duit gini, gak cukup gini. Nah, ngono tangane isem ditarik mbek Ilham. Kono ngamuk-ngamuk Ilham, ngelokno sebarang karet yo.
Lalu apa?
Di jerone kasir.
Ngisi-ngisi jare harga dirine piano. Dikira dia gak iso tuku ngono. Enggak teli, Cuk. Apa hubungannya?
Apa sih?
Hah?
Ngapain njuk bayari?
Kudu jauh bayari, duwe engko ada ditempui ngono lho. Tapi kan
Iya ngerti. Iya,
Cuk.
iya ngerti, masih kon kate nemponi, kono kan nyile duit. Kon apa ngomongi harga diri kok nyile duit, goblok.
Nah, yo iku, ngikut, Cuk. Wong saiki lho dhek kok ngono, nyile-nyile duwe ngomong harga diri gak teli.
Koncomu kok aneh-aneh jare.
Kok aku
Betul,
puas aja
Cuk.
jare. Tuh, ismi sampai trauma nek ngono, Cuk.
Ya laisin lah
Iya.
nang di kilok nek
Iya.
arek wong.
Terus mari ngono, oke, Ilhame njepek duit kan mari ngono kan. Njepek duit wis kok sing duit mana ya? Putu duitmu Cuk ngene, diono iki. Ora iso apa ngene. Terus mari ngono, oke lah sepeda motoran kan kate Pasuruan. Ilhamku ndek sepeda motor ngamuk-ngamuk. Sepeda apa tangkine sepeda aku dikepuki, Cuk. Ancu ismi sini aku cuk ancu ngene. Ngono-ngono Cuk, gak teli.
Cuk, koyo arek
Gimana,
SMA.
Mari ngono isme di dalan ning pinggir dalan, dikon mulai dhewe. Mulai dhewe ngono ngene. Apa bos ngono? Wis ngono dek kono posisine isem kan koyo kuwaten kan. Mek dhewe iso jauh 10 tok isme.
Lapo es puro?
Yo posisi ndek Bangil. Dia didukno di pinggir dalan anjing. Aku ngomongin ini nang isem kan. Cuk kon nelpon aku lho tak susul ngene. Lapo bingung ngene aku.
Kowe suwe kowe ya?
Kapan nih ya? Aku terakhir aku mungkin 2023 kayaknya. 2023 kan gitu.
Iya lah wis suwe lah.
Sing jelas mari niku iku posisi nih aku, Cika, Ila, Teddy ngopi ndek kopi wolu kan. Nah, terus Ila iki nelpon Isem kan. Isem enggak kesini ta ngene. Terus Isem ngomong aku lagi ono Ilham ngene. Terus kan si Ila ngomong kan, "Oh iya, ndek kene ono saya pun anu ngene pisan." Nah, aku apa? Terus si Isem, "Oh iya, kemarin aku merono ngene." Dia iki ngenteni. Tapi aku di jero ati iki ya, Pi. Aku wis jero ati wis ngomong. Kudu jero ati sih aku dulu-duluan kan barare. Guyang-guyu aku, Cuk. Alah kayak rano wani mrene lama. Temenan ndak merono Cuk.
Iyalah.
Si iseme dhewe di sisi iseme dhewe yo mikir, ah ilham ae ati wani nemoni saya karena wani. Pokok weh gila. Iseme baru sadar lek aku kena manipulasi parah.
Manipulasi pengendali money. Hah? Terus
Kontol.
terus apa ya? Nyamput.
Terus wingi ku Isem kan wis duwe anyar lagi kan. Wis duwe
Iya.
pacar anyar. Nah, Isem kan saiki kan seneng rajin ngepost kan ngepost di HP pacare ngono-ngono kan.
Terus galau bunuh diri.
Enggak.
Ya.
Sing ngono ku pancet marani cok nang Jember cok.
Lah apa?
Ate nemoni Isem. Yo kupin cok kejelasan ngene-ngene. Padahal aku posisi wis putus Ilham dhewe sing mutusno. Yo Isem kan diputusno
Ya wes. Lanjut.
Isem kan. Ya wis lanjut ngene. Terus intinya si Ilham iku takon ngono lho. Kamu mbiyen pas HP aku kok gak tau ngepost aku.
Yolah cuk
Giliran-
elek anjing.
Giliran aku sing saiki ngepost ngene. Kok ndak spiro ndak saya ku yo nang HP aku ya ngene. Terus dari Isem ancen ngene.
Yolah anjing. Apa cuk raine kok iwak ngono anjing.
Elek lah Cuk ilmu yo.
Enggak dengan saeb, Chris.
Cuk.
Wah sumpah. Kata Eli kon perasu asu.
Ya kan lo saeb karo lo iku yo koyo matangan saeb raine. Ngono. Mentai, Chris. Aku lek iku lek kudu konco saeb, aku gak konco nang arek iku, Chris.
Oh asine koncone Saib.
Iya. Iku lek gak koncoan karo koncoku, gak kira tak kancani iku.
Soalnya nyen
Dhisik.
gitu.
Dhisik tau nggodhog-godhog sok
Loh.
akrab tak pisuhi musola langsung koyo sok-sokan kontrol sih arek kaget tapi mau guyoni ku lho. Ben gak awkward ngono. Ya langsung itu nggodhog-godhog terus lek korban wedi terus nanti bully ae. Lah ana kelas loro koncone karo sapa gondol ben aman.
Ya intinya aku lah salah yo pas apa pas ketemu Isem aku ngomong cok oh Isem pacarku saiki yo kalau aku gede di mana wae
Wis tambah terjadi.
iya cok terus dia bangga no kan engko lek wis mari ngono apa selama aku sampai Isem ki dhek wis bola-balik ngono sampai pacar-pacar sing anyar penting banget cok cerita
You know the trouble with an
Cerita yang sapa? Ceritanya sapa ya?
Isem
Apa urusannya anjing?
lah iya
Kon karo isem gelem kon ngono kon.
adventurous life, son. It can end before it gets started.
Aku.
I might teach you how to handle a sword.
ya aku gak ada gelem
and
kok
someone will shoot you with a crossbow.
Iya lah,
That's
anjing.
what's outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
ngolol itu cok logika ya lo cok mandek cara itu
Wis entek sana rek foto wis nganti gak nyambung.
iya stres
Being a blacksmith might bring
kok
no
ini
glory.
tengah dan dua lain kan yang urip terus kan ini kan murah
It
lek
has its
botek
benefits.
Saiki gak tawani nang mamu
Like
Sobo?
keeping your head on your
Arek iku.
shoulders.
lah kan ini ketemu aku karena wani kok
Ah, come
Pandang
now.
ngono itu.
I was the one who raised you. But you know how things really are.
Aduh. Salah ngono, Chris.
Krisna
Di-
lagi fokus story cok
Apa?
Apa? Kau apa kamu ngomong? Gak apa-apa. Apa?
Arek kayak ngono iku kan dijak ketemu saeb pedhi ngono.
My dad.
Temburine saeb ku golek
Not
holo,
yet.
Chris.
Loh, searenya ndak Pasuruan dah.
Karo saiki ya ngurus.
Cuk.
Cuman koyo kanca-kancane kene sing lawas iku ono sing moro-moro ngemusuhi sing koncoan karo Saib. Anjir.
Oh.
Didol omongan, golek
If
bolo.
I'm not, then how come
Gak jelas anjing.
you chose a different path than I wanted for you?
Lho areke opo sih saiki kerja ta?
Maybe that's how it was meant to be.
Sopor.
Ndak maksudku cek koyo cek gabute lho kehidupane cuk. Kamu tetap
You have to fight till the bitter end.
ngerumpul
All
di
the strength you can muster.
kisah-kisah iku ya.
There's still
Yeah.
a long way to go till your work is done.
Masih ibu-ibu
So pull
ae.
yourself together and wake up.
Gak jelas.
It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Thank Christ.
Campur.
Oh, I thought you were done for. Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot down hawk. And that fellow landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all,
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Anjing.
Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cape.
Apa ya?
Jesus.
Tapi ya kucing seru gak sih?
Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Kasih D.
Apa kasih dia?
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Don't worry, my name
Apaan
will
dikasih
open
di, Cuk?
any gate.
Loh ya kan Kingdom Come Deliverance. Hanya di apa singkatan terkenalnya kasih D.
Oh awas tuh sini bocor sih.
Dallas is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scalets, and you'll survive this. Come on,
Bianca.
come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry. What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
someone.
Christ's sake,
Anything happens, he'll take
come
care
on.
of you.
You can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Iya wis, gak apa-apa.
Henry,
Ketan mulai cok, mana nih nelpon?
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Suaramu kok moro-moro cilik.
Apa nih? Lanjut cok.
There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it.
Oh, wong tuane mati kabeh berarti ya. Iki ringkasane kasih di siji gak sih?
Look.
Kebebasan.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a
MC ini kan
warrior. You
bodoh.
can do this.
Iya MC-nya bodoh.
It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
Demi Hans anjing.
Demian sange. Gara-gara Han sange.
Gara-gara Hans mesum
Your
anjing.
father always wanted.
Libido tinggi, Cuk.
No, we can't stop.
Coba kan nolongi gak ngajak ngintip, Cok.
Ya.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look.
Ya untung si Hans gelem bertanggung jawab ya. Nolong, gak pengecut banget lah.
I see the light. Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help.
Greetings, good wife.
Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you all, sons.
Ah,
Think again, strong.
anjir. Hans.
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Nenek MVP gitu.
Enggak sih Hans sih. Tapi Hans di awal blunder cuy. Tadi gak sih oleh MVP oleh Silver bangsat. Ayo iki kayak kasih di siji deh. Kasih di siji soalnya story ini lah salah. Awal-awalnya si Henry anaknya si tukang pandai besi gitu ngono lho lek salah. Bapake ku kan pandai besi. Si urip koyoane. Dadi mati deh kasih di siji.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now.
Si nenek MVP.
Mother?
I ate your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Bukannya lat itu panggilan gak cewek gak sih?
Lah,
Apa suaramu pedot-pedot cuy?
enggak mesti kayak cewek kok.
Oh.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
Pelatihku kayak anak
You
laki-laki.
won't get much out of him now.
Young man.
He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
Tapi kan di zaman saiki latiku lebih ke nang anuane lady gak sih? Apa aku salah?
Enggak. Iya, ladies tetap ladies.
Tapi kan beberapa kebanyakan anjen led kan.
What happened to him?
That
Menurutku si panjat
that
cowok
followed
aja.
you fellas cut him up bad.
Hah?
Lat, si panjat cowok sih.
Iya, led.
Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
And I'm Henry.
I know.
Henry.
Hans told me. I'll go and check.
Iki wong Prancis gak?
When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll...
Iki settingnya di Prancis gak?
Gak ngerti aku.
Oh, gak ngerti.
Gak paham aku.
Ya wis, berarti kudu Henry Striker tadi kan nih, kudu Tiara Henry. Bajulah several levels kira work. One to the other side, no choice, better go now. Oke.
Kain untuk mana referensinya?
Stop bleeding. Hah? Gak ono jalan pintasi ngono kah? Oh, oke, I see. Wis. You are hungry. Kayak baju sih enggak sih?
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Isang kay racun anjir ning supe.
Iya lah.
Iya.
Mak pur potion tok ngono, tapi sok milih racun gitu mah.
Iso dikei racun.
Anjir.
Apa nih?
Ojo
Bisa
cuy.
ngeracuni prajurit ngono iso, Cuk.
Masalah iki sik tak gawe aku kok bakale.
Iya, Cuk. Kate ngeracuni Cuk.
Aku denger jare ngaruh itu kebersihan itu.
Ngaruh. Iki iso bersani bandit suka.
Bersani.
Ya, yuk lu tuh dhisik, Cuk. Iya, nah, bersih-bersih dhisik. Nah.
Setiap ngelut lek suwe koyo ngene sih lumayan memakan waktu ya.
Iku mayate gak dilut ta?
Salah. Oh, iki mayat. Langsung kabeh ngono. Transfer all item. Hunting sword.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Terus iki gak dipindah kae. Diwakon pindah kan jare kan.
Ono misine kok. Selanjutnya misine ae.
Oh ya wis tak delek kene sih ya, tak kelempakno kene sih ya. Torch. Pasti berguna. Sik cuy, katokan lah setidaknya. Hunting sword boleh lah. Torch. Lek ono icon darah deh. Oh, berarti kotor gak sih? Lek cuci baju ya apa ya?
Nah iku, gak paham.
Ini kan berarti berdarah, ya gak sih? Oke lah sih dilanjut sih lah. Tapi di guys sih nggak apa-apa sih.
Iya, lanjut sih engko lah diajari ya.
Iya tapi tak pakai sih lah. Hunter spell. Oke. Lek aku cuci ngilangi darah gak? Oh hilangnya.
Jangan.
Oh iya hilang. Cuma iki apa iki? Ono icon mana sih an? Kotor paling kudu adus soalnya. Ya wis lah.
Did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Sok tahu gak ya?
All right.
Takok ae lah.
Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere, or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't the best of shape.
What
Digging
the
graves a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again. So's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Cuk, akeh permintaan nih, Cuk. Dia ono pacul iki. Oh iya. To the stream.
Berarti Islam iki yo. Henry Islam, Cok.
Cuk, ayolah, Cuk. Ngubur iku gak selalu Islam, Cuk.
kan nggak kayak peti mati.
Yahudi gitu.
Shit. Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Apa? Kak katina ngomah jadi.
Apa nang omah?
Embo. Carno wis mungkin dia golek anu. Golek hiburan. Henry ku pasti wong Prancis gak sih, Raf?
Koyoke.
Berarti striker arek iki, Cuk.
Tinggalkan ini, ku kan menyerah, dan kau kan pergi. Dung berjalan, walau habis kerang.
Ambil cahaya cinta.
Now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Wih, aku mau gak ngerungokno. Chamomile ambil switch.
That's it. Chamomile. Purple flower. Sage. There we go. Right. I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
One more time. I'm looking for... Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Perangan.
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bozhena. That ambush happened on the other side of the pond. So that's where you should be looking. Not here. There's no one like that here.
Is that so? Seems like you know a lot about that ambush, but you don't have to concern yourself.
Tolol.
You won't be breathing a word to anyone about that business yesterday. That I can assure you.
Hey,
This'll be
you.
quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
You want to try me?
Larion.
Fuck this.
Ayo tak bunuh kau, nak ngurus. Woi. Anjing.
Save yourself.
Mati temenan cuy. Isok mati cuy. Apa lah. Wah, door and chest key. Boleh.
Seems Bozhena isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I'm must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken. But thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try.
Jujur.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest. Everything's prepared. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench, and we'll start.
Wow. Nah. Anjing. Cemplung no. Kocok satu kali.
You must have read it by now, surely.
Kok angel rek?
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Pur. Lah, siapa sih?
Halo.
Halo. Chamomile and boil for one turn. Clean the
What
set.
are you waiting for? Pour it in there.
And boil. Bo? Charnois. Maksudnya dicampur ambek opo cuy? Oh. Oke, I see. Iki lambangnya apa terus? Segitiga nang bawah.
What are you waiting for? Pour it in there.
Iki. Wine.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two. Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
Ya apa cara milih dua? Short info confirm.
Why haven't you prepared them yet? Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing. Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
Iya ya apa cara milih dua maksudku?
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
Left trigger.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two. Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing. Get them ready.
Ki antara me unselect tok lho. Anjing lah. Terus ditelek kabeh ngono ta maksudnya. Oh jangkrik.
First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Dek kono resepnya dua.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass.
Chris,
so
mari
you know
mangan ah,
how
Chris.
long you're brewing it.
Mari ya bos sih.
Oh ya wis. Enggak, aku nasi bungkus soalnya.
Suka bungkus apa ya?
Suka bungkusnya Hoyer, Mbak Yamer.
Apa isinya iku?
Kau mangan gak sih, Cok?
Tahu cuma sing isi apa?
Yo mie, daging, dok.
Awakmu nggowo ta?
Bu, kau sana apa enggak? Orang tanya sayanya. Anak loro. Sokora kamu luwe.
Iya gak apa-apa. Gratis kan?
Iya. Gratis aman.
SC ae gak apa-apa lek ono SC.
Tahun batu ngentot.
Ya gak usah wis.
It's got to be exact.
Ngapain dibisuin?
Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Anjir cukup angel deh.
That's enough. Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Potion can be finished by decanting or distilling. This depends on the recipe.
Have you finished it?
Iya kan apa? Biar. Oke.
Nggak potion.
Iya paham.
Ya kon yo opo yo, iki kan sono resep, kan melu resep to.
Karuan melu resep cuk, sak langkah-langkahe yuk.
Iya.
Sumpah koyo alchemy beneran. Cukup susah cuy.
Here it is.
Apa?
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
I really need to eat something.
There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
my fucking sword! You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'd never wake.
Wow.
What a nightmare.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I just told you. Toth.
You know his name, so he's no stranger to you. That could mean you'll meet him again. Or on the other hand, it's a deception and he wants to ensnare you in a trap, one way or another. You should watch out for yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Maprak. Oh, player. Okay. In the player tab, you can find all important information about the status. Okay.
Chris, siapa mana charger dah, Chris?
Charger opo?
Type C.
Ono lah type C.
Oke. Iya wis lah.
Anjir, jadi kebagi-bagi ini cuy. Charming man. Fortunis. Charming man. Why not? Ah, shit. Wait. Oh, fuck. There's so many. You grew up in a forge where hard work was never such supply and you find it in each person. I think I need this. For the Mac. Okay, why not?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian...
Wait. Check. Aman.
They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you. Just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Townburg.
For Townburg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Townburg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then you shouldn't sell so dear. He charges
What about the rest of our company?
so it's no wonder
Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Anjir, dari tadi masih intro yuk sebenarnya.
Karena ini tutorialnya 3 jam kok. Karena aku ngomong, Cok.
Tapi gimana Riki kan mari kan tutorialnya kan.
Embo ya.
Ah, tadi aku eling-eling zaman-zamannya Assassin.
Tapi so far kan main game gini ya, Mas.
Apa?
So far aku main game ini ya, apa? Evan enggak?
Ah, lek dibilang Evan mungkin cek gurung ya.
Belum nemu nih ya,
Cuma nyaman aja sih.
Mantap. Oke, lanjut.
Cuk. Han sange mana cuy. Haha.
Hope they've got a good physician at this castle, or at least a barber.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond.
What?
His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and it's sealed.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
To someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Anjir jadi gembel, Jo.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit, huh?
And the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
Ooh.
The one you gave us away for?
Enak ya? Apa, Black? Apa? Chris?
Apa?
Apa?
Enggak, apa? Siapa sih jenenge ku? Catherine. Premisnya lumayan seru sih premisnya game ini.
Tentang apa ini?
Kan ceritanya kan kene ke ambush mau kan, pas kate nganterno surat ya kan.
Ya.
Terus akhirnya kan kene yo iku kan misah ngono kan. Nah, setelah kene misah kan iki kita mau ke istana sing kita tuju kan. Lah ternyata pas di istana si orang istana yang ngomong lek orang bernama Henskapon ini wis mati.
Iku siapa iku?
Salah satu orang istana
Terus apa hubungannya?
Lah kan ternyata sih hidup dan dia rolek kena ambush. Terus si orang apa modele tentara dari istana iku padahal pernah ketemu kita iki. Terus akhirnya kan ngomong, ya wes lek gak percaya takokno nang tentara iki ngono lho. Kita iku pernah ketemu lah di jalan ngono lho. Ternyata si tentara iku ya kena ambush ya. Podo karo kene kena ambush. Jadi kan koyo seolah-olah ambush iki koyo diciptakan ngono gak sih? Kayak aneh ya. Lumayan lah premisnya lumayan seru premisnya. Dan akhirnya bisa aja konspirasi atau apa. Pokok intinya sekarang kini iki gembel. Kita gak iso balik karena gak mungkin kini balik. Kita ya gak iso nyelesaikan misi nih karena suratnya gak ono. Suratnya kan diambil.
Oh iya.
Terus kini gak dipercaya lek nang istana sing dituju iku modele nang kerajaan sing dituju iku. Malah si kerajaan iku ngomong kalau mayite lo ono di danau iku, mayite si Henskapon iku. Henskapon mati ngono.
Henskapon iki siapa?
Yo Hans iki, Cuk. Hans iki lho.
Oh si
Han sange iki lho. Nah, iku lah intine koyo ngono lah. Lumayan seru.
Go to her.
Asih.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry, I've come from the castle.
Tapi kan di game ini kan bebas banget ya sih.
I've got the lovely job of keeping.
Sing tak ketahui sih ngono bebas banget emang.
Oh iya, bebas banget kan.
Cuma mungkin gini belum di stage iku ae. Kayak game-game The Witcher kan awalnya yo ngono.
Soldier's throat sweat.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Is anyone you know?
I heard some talk about your captain.
Oh? Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
Doesn't half taste good today. Nicely settled. Cold. Straight from the cellar.
Not like that warms. Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. It's just that you smell like one. And where am I supposed to know you from?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
Lainnya juga ada 24 usaha lokal terpilih.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you again. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Yo.
Why you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Okay lah.
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God.
Bener-bener gak mau kerja, Cuk.
Siapa?
Ansange iki.
Literally beban Cuk aja Cuk.
Cuk, bawa nang anu lho, cuy. Apa penciptaan secara natural bareng.
And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Sake only sake. Oh, okay.
God bless you. I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Oh.
Cuk, gembel cuk. Lah. Oh.
Service is kind of slow today. The only bit of shade far and wide. Well, that's just it. Some noble was resting under it, not for shade. All the more reason to leave it sitting there. And that pissed him off and he wants his revenge. He complained to the bailiff.
Anjir ya lumayan sih, like 5 sak sih.
Ono kopler iso.
Apa? Pep?
Ono kopler apa? Ono kopler iso guyoni kopler.
Guyone apa?
Kopler kan pasti kok kerjanya angkat-angkat sak.
Iya dah.
Ih.
Nondi.
Yo sing kerjanya anu iku.
Alpha iku dah. Oh, sing wingi iku dah, sing pabrik iku dah.
Heeh.
What do you say? Say it again.
Huh?
It was their own fault. What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
That fella, he's the one. What do you want? You want no match for us, fucker? Slice him up! Nice it!
Cing gelut cok, MMA cok. Cok dikeroyok cok.
Jesus! Oh, rip your ass open! You won't get me!
Pas cok tadi risu cok.
will kick the bucket, you shit. You won't be able to take anyone like
Ah!
Come on, then.
Ah! Anjing.
Oh God.
Satu-satu lah.
You want to try me? That's right.
Anjing.
Shit. Let him have it. Bastard. Take that fucker out. What are you
Anjir gak mati-mati cuy.
I'm all yours. Yeah. Don't spare him.
Ah, mati siji.
Nice hit. Now
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
bastards!
This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero,
Wapas cuy.
long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Gara-gara Hans iki ya.
You get whipping too.
Kabeh gara-gara Hans bocok.
Asulah.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious.
Huh?
Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
Enak. Hah? Kok iso? Ini coba sana lah.
I was just defending you.
Coba coba.
Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Enak banget, Jer.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your
You are spoiled brat.
You were supposed
Yeah.
to make sure
lah.
something went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to
Mencoba
save
menjadi
your life.
bijaksana.
You're fucking useless. You
Asu.
couldn't even keep an
Hans sih aja asu ya. Sesuai aku benci sama Hans tuh. Smack this.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Anjir, hukumannya
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
What's up?
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up
about
Lord of
time.
Perkstein.
Come here.
anjir guys bebas sih.
Well, come on. I don't
Chris,
bite.
Chris. Hei.
Ah,
Are you...
Leaderboardnya jalan kiri atas saya.
kiri atas.
Iya.
Kene. Apa kegedean? Cilik no, ini. Kak
Cilik
ketok
no ya,
kan.
cilik no.
Ini ketok nggak?
Stop. Sini, turun. Turun muncul cantik stream. Iya sih. Ketok kok, ketok sih.
Sampai ini cek ketok.
Di TV ketok sih.
Cuk.
Boleh dia habis. Coba dulu tekan stream TV. Apa? Masih ketok kok Chris? Masih Mang Chris? Ketok banget.
Dendi ku, DAP.
DAP.
Oh ya
DAP.
wes. Ya sak di kono ya lek kono.
Oh ya wes. Ya sak di kono ya lek kono. Yuk, mantap. Cik, pacarku turun sih ngentot.
Going to just stand here like a statue? You've got time, right?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for arms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog,
OTW, Chris.
moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around.
gloves on, you scoundrel.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Greetings.
Dasar aku buruknya di mana, Cuk?
Have you seen Bailey Thrush?
I have. He's been grinning like a daisy on a dung heap for days on end. And he's all puffed up like a peacock.
So what? I wish you well.
So do I. I meant it in a good way.
Best of luck. Take care.
Aye, take care.
Greetings.
Hop! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Everything in order. Carry on.
Apalah orang ini, Cuk? Mana steel, yuk. Kita main.
Chris, nek jopo.
Oke.
Why are you wasting... my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
You're not permitted to be here. You can't say you weren't warned.